people. How are you doing? Today I'm also answering a question. I get a lot of questions either through email, through my inbox on Instagram, or even through the comment section after I post anything. So this question is a question that I get a lot. It's a question about relationships. Hi Muthoni, my name is, I don't want to say their name for private purposes. I have been dating this person for 2 years and we recently started having issues. I'm so scared of losing them. I've tried everything I can, but I feel like they're losing interest in me. I really don't want to lose this person. They have been so good to me. They have been the best thing in my life. How do I go about it? So the main thing here is you're too scared to lose that person. Yeah. And like in this case, you can tell the person is already gone. Like she's saying he's lost interest. She's trying to rekindle things. And she's not wronged him because we had another conversation down there. And I was like, did you do something? Was there a fight? And then she's like, no, he just started pulling away. He started getting busy. So the person, I can clearly tell the person has moved on, but this lady is so stuck on, I don't want to lose that person. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, my name is Muthoni Mukiri. I am a mindset coach and a personal development coach. I work with women to help them become the best versions of themselves, to help them gain self-awareness, gain confidence, and be proud of who they are. Yeah, become the women they've always wanted to be. So today we'll be answering the question I've read in the beginning of this video. When you're too scared of losing that other person, when you're too scared of losing that friend, you're too scared of losing this, losing that. It's good to cherish people. It's good to recognize what people are bringing to the table. It's good to recognize the value they've brought, how well they've treated you, how much fun you've had with that person. It's good, it's important to recognize that, but there's something we forget. What do we forget? Let me hear my students, if you know the answer. There's something we forget. We forget that we've also brought value to their lives. Yeah? We are so scared of losing this person, of losing this friend, of losing these people. Because we focus so much on the value they are bringing to us. But then we forget we've also brought value to them. We forget they are also going to lose us. They are also losing us. We are not the only person losing them. Yeah, it's not just our loss, they don't want to be with me anymore. They don't want to talk to me. I don't want to lose them. They are also losing you. So it's important to recognize your own value and your own worth in any relationship, in any entanglement, in any setup. You are bringing something to the table, and it's important for you to know what it is and to know it deep down in your heart. I'm not saying you should know it so you can sing about it every day. Every time you have a fight, I know what I'm bringing to this relationship. I'm telling you this so you know what your value and your worth is in that relationship. So you carry yourself with that worth and with that value. For this lady who spoke to me, we had a long conversation. And it's easy, if you don't know your value, if you don't know your worth, it's easy to lose your dignity trying to chase the other person. And when you chase people so much, they start thinking they're helping you so much. They start thinking like you had nothing to bring, they were everything in the relationship. But for the relationship to flourish, there was the guy and there was you. You were also bringing something to this relationship. What was it? What were you bringing? So you take a pen and a paper. I always talk about journaling and writing things down. I always write so many things down. I have my notebooks here. I have two of my notebooks here. I write a lot of things down. Even about myself. Even things I discover along the way about myself. Even in my marriage, things I'm learning about myself. Things I want to do moving forward. I write a lot of things down. It's good to remind yourself who you are. At times we forget that. And at times it's easy to lose ourselves. That's why you have to always go back and remind yourself, who am I? What do I stand for? What am I bringing in this relationship? Why do I have a voice? Why do I deserve to be heard? Why do I deserve to be treated like this and this way? Yeah? Take a pen and a piece of paper and write down, what are your best qualities? What do you like about yourself? Yeah? What were you bringing in that relationship? I'm not saying you to write that so you can call them and tell them, I know in that relationship I was bringing. It's for you to know. because a lot of us forget that. So we go around chasing people who don't care about us anymore. We go around chasing people who don't see our worth anymore. So because the fact that he doesn't see your value doesn't mean it's not there. It's just that he's not seeing it. But you can see it. You should see it. And other people will see it too. Yeah? So if he's already, like for this guy, the question I've mentioned, the guy has already gone. Yeah. So instead of running around after someone who don't see your value, who don't see your worth, why don't you look at your own value, look at your own worth, and know why someone would want to be with you, and know why someone should stick around. You are important. You are an important person. You are a wonderful woman. And when you know your value, when you know your worth, you will stop chasing people left, right, and center. You will stop chasing people down the road. You will stop driving to the house late at night and crying at the door. You will stop doing those things. When you know what you're bringing to that table, when you know your value even in that relationship, when you know that person is also losing you because you're important, you're worthy, when you know that, you stop losing yourself begging people who don't care about you to stay in your life. You stop. You carry yourself with that value and with that respect. So every time you worry so much and you have fear, even in friendships, you have so much fear. Maybe your friend has not been answering your texts. They're not responding to you. They don't visit you anymore. They're not coming to your events. They don't care about when you're sick. And then you're worried, oh, I don't want to lose that. She's a good friend. She has done this. I don't want to lose her. When you're worried that she's no longer picking your calls, she's no longer responding to you the way you want, and you're so scared, I don't want to lose her, I don't want to lose her, she's also losing you. She's also losing you. It's good to look at our own worth. At the same time, it's also good to look at if there's a part you played in that relationship ending, in that friendship. It's also good to recognize that. We are not just living in a bubble where we are always like, oh, am I worth my value? And we don't want to see where we are also messing up. We don't want to see where we also went wrong. Look also at that. At what point did you go wrong? At what point in your life did you think it was okay to start chasing someone down the road and calling them in the middle of the night crying? At what point? Sometimes it happens once in a while. We backslide. I spoke about backsliding in our healing journey. It happens once in a while, but should not happen a lot. You learn from your mistakes. That is what we talk about. So focus also on your worth. And if you have trouble seeing your value and your worth, work on yourself. Watch my videos, read books about becoming a powerful woman, about becoming the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, what are my best qualities? Why would someone want to be friends with me? Why would someone want to date me? Write those things down. As in, what is good about me? Why would someone want to hang out with me? Why would someone want to stick in my life and ask me to marry them? Why? Know it. Know, so that you walk around as a woman who has value, as a woman who knows who she is, as a woman who does not beg people to stay in her life. She attracts. Yeah, she doesn't repel. And a lot of times, the one who left is the lucky one. Yeah, sometimes the blessing is in the breakup. The blessing is in that relationship ending or that friendship fizzling out. Sometimes that is where the blessing is. And you don't realize it at that point when you're hurting until later on, and you're like, you know what? This was God. This was God preparing me for what is to come. This was God who knew I deserved better. I could do better. This was God putting me through that pain so I could work on myself, so I could remind myself, who am I? So I could stop settling for men who just date me for a short while and just walk away like I'm not valuable. So I can start dating people also who see my worth, because I also see it, right? So every time you're worried so much, I'm losing, I don't want to lose this person, I can't lose them, I'm losing. I want you to remind yourself of your worth and your value. And the fact that you don't see it, the fact that he doesn't see it, doesn't mean you don't have it. You have to look within and you have to locate it. So you stop begging people in your life. So you carry yourself as a woman who has worth and has value, who knows who she is, who stands in her truth, and who's not scared of losing people who don't care about her, who's not scared of losing people, who are not even in her life like that, who are just dilly-dallying and wasting her time. Yeah? So, as we focus on our worth and on our value, also let's not forget what? Where we go wrong, or where we mess up, or where we have let this relate. Sometimes it's us. Let's not sugarcoat things. Sometimes you're the problem in that relationship. Be honest with yourself. You can lie to us, everybody, even me, the coach, but you will never lie to yourself. Be honest. What would I have done better? What do I want to do better in my next relationship? How have I let myself down? As a woman, as Muthoni, always. And we all let ourselves down, even me. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm letting myself down in some way. What do I need to do? How am I letting myself down? It's important to always check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. Yeah? Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've answered your question. Don't focus so much on the other person. Also, don't forget you have value. Don't forget what they are losing. You are wonderful, you're important. They are losing you. Yeah? Other people are dying to want to date you. And this thing is true, by the way. You know, for every woman, sometimes you see a woman, you think she's just average. She's just not all that. That woman you think is not all that, there is a man dying to want to marry her or to want to date her. There is a man, for every woman, there's that man who sees that woman and goes crazy. There's a man who will do everything for you. Chances are you're not into them, you don't care about them, you don't even notice them, you don't bother. But there's someone who's crazy about you, who sees your value, who sees your worth. Somewhere, I'm not saying you need to pay attention to them. This is just an example. Yeah? Anyway, bye guys. I still have my packages. I'm still doing sessions. The number is down below. Reach out if you want to talk to me, if you want to do a session with me, if you want us to work on you finding your value, finding your voice, and finding yourself. I'm the person. Bye.